Okay, the countdown is over. Hello, everyone. It's almost evening here in Japan. It's actually evening. It's 6 in the evening, and it's noontime in Romania with our very beautiful guest for today, the lovely Miss International Romania 2021, Ada Maria Ileana. Hello.
Hi, Stephen, and hello to everyone who's watching. Good evening, Japan.
It's good evening to us here. That's true. Um, First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for the time. We have been in a long hiatus with the MI Live. I've been trying to connect with some other delegates to have an interview, but I'm very thankful that you said yes to this interview with me.
Thank you so much for having me. I was looking forward to this.
Well, actually, one thing that I have noticed about you, Ada, is the fact that your English is super perfect. Really wonderful. Can you please give us an idea of how did you learn this language? Because for me, English is not actually my first language. It's something that I learned when I was young. But in your case, it's almost native level.
Yes, well, as you may know or may not know, I'm actually an English teacher, so I guess I'm supposed to have perfect English. I did learn English especially through music, because I've been singing since I was a little girl. And I also had an amazing teacher during my high school studies, and she was my inspiration, and she is still my favorite teacher and the model that I take for my classes as well.
But currently, actually, you are also finishing your master's degree.
Yes, I'm at University College
London.
London. Yes, I am doing a master's in public policy, and I will finish it in September.
Oh wow! So what did you major before you're taking this master's degree? What were you majoring? What did you finish, or which
It was
did you finish before this master's degree?
Yes, it was a bachelor's degree in security studies. So,
What?
security studies is actually an area of international relations. So, I did a lot of political science, international relations, and aspects regarding national and international security. Yeah.
Oh, that is something new. Actually, I haven't heard of such degree ever offered in universities here in Japan. Maybe there is, but it's just my ignorance or whatnot.
It's a fairly new field, actually. It sort of started in the 90s, so a lot of universities still don't have this program, which is one of the reasons why I chose it. Yeah.
And the future career path for this degree is what?
Security, when we think about security, often think about military stuff, but it's actually a lot more complex than that, because security also includes aspects of economics and social aspects. And so I believe that my path through education is also related to my security degree, because when you have quality education, of course, the society is going to evolve into a better community, and then you will have a better security throughout the state, actually. So yeah, they are kind of connected if you think about it. But yes, it was sort of a shift for me towards public policy, and it is because of my job as a teacher. This is what determined me to go towards public policy, because I do want to learn how to formulate quality policies in order to help improve the education in Romania, which now is lacking, I have to say.
Oh, so the transition from having a degree in security and then towards studying getting a master's degree in public policy, and now you are more into your advocacy, so to speak, in
Yes.
quality of education in Romania. So please share to us what exactly is the biggest problem that you have right now when it comes to education in your country.
Yes, there are actually quite a few problems, I have to say. First of all, we have the early school leave, which is now my main focus and also the focus of my dissertation. So, Romania is actually among the top countries in Europe in early school leave. So, we see children being forced to leave school early, either because of poverty reasons or because they simply can't keep up. because the curriculum hasn't been updated in years. It's no longer attractive. It's no longer suitable for these young people. And so this is again another issue, the curriculum, and also the teacher training. We see teachers being overwhelmed because they have very large classes of over 30 children. It's very hard to teach 30 children at the same time and make sure that their needs are met. So these teachers need support, they need assistance, and they need training, specialized training, because you go there as a teacher and it's scary. You have a class full of children that you don't know and that you have to connect with on a personal level. And of course, that requires you to know quite a few tricks, I have to say, that I've picked up during the years, but not a lot of people tell you that.
Mm. Well, yeah, you did mention about huge classes, and I was actually a teacher here in Japan for 13 years before I shifted career and became part of the Miss International organization. And yeah, the bigger the classes, actually, it's really very hard to manage.
Yes, so you know
And
what I'm talking about, yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And at the same time, coming from the Philippines, wherein I actually graduated from elementary school with like 59 kids in one class,
Oh, oh, yes.
I was like, how did my homeroom teacher manage to let us all finish?
Absolutely.
Our,
Yes, because I have classes of 10 children and sometimes they're hard to manage. And
Mm.
I've always thought about like having 35 children in the same classroom. How do you do that?
And of course, right now, even with the pandemic, which is actually very hard when it comes to managing big classes, I don't know if the situation in Romania right now has improved, or do you now do physical classes, or are you still having some online classes?
We did have a period of actual face-to-face learning, but I'm currently now in online teaching
Mhm.
because I'm teaching in a sort of a private school, and the schools in the public system are actually going to start teaching face-to-face from next week, I think.
Oh, that is quite a relief. I mean, here in Japan, we did try some online teaching. I guess in Tokyo, most areas in Tokyo, I guess. And then afterwards, they realized that the face to face teaching is still the best one. So
Yeah.
in a face to face teaching since I guess around June of last year until now. Well, yeah, it's really very hard to think of the best
Yes.
solution to this problem that we have right now. But anyway, being an educator yourself, and I'm sure that you have a lot of experiences with kids and a lot of struggles as well when it comes to your studies. Very curious, actually, what led you into pageantry? Why choose the path of pageantry? Well, at the same time, trying to juggle with your education and also with with everything that is actually going on.
Yes, it is actually quite a lot when you think about it, but it was it was very, I don't know, it was random when I started pageantry. I didn't plan on it. It was 2017, I think, and I was online and I found this website, so I signed up. I literally didn't think anything about it, and a few months later I get a call. Hello, you are in the semifinals for Miss Universe Romania 2017. And I was like, all right, okay, good. And I attended the final. I did not win Miss Universe that year, but I actually became Miss Tourism Romania 2018. So I went on to China at Miss Tourism World and then to Malaysia at Miss Tourism International. And those were my first international pageant experiences, and it was so amazing. It really changed my life. I can say I'm totally not the same person that I was 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, a lot of people are actually criticizing beauty pageants to be outdated, to be something that should be scrapped out, or scrapped off. But what can you say about this? What is your opinion regarding people who have negative perception about pageantry?
I actually had a radio interview the other day, and we discussed the exact same issue because here in Romania, pageantry is viewed as something very superficial. They view the women who attend pageants as shallow. And I really want to change this mentality because truly, they don't see the whole thing that happens in the pageant, because it's not only the final night, when you go in the gown and you smile and you wave. That's really the smallest part of it, because you go there and you are there for a few weeks, really, and you are being observed and you are being a cultural ambassador for your country, really. And you are expected to have a great presence. You are expected to know how to behave. You are expected to interact with people from many cultures. And that is, of course, difficult, because, we are not all the same. You have to learn how to be diplomatic and interact with everyone in each their own way. Also, it matters how you eat. It matters how you speak. So it's a very complex process. And I've tried to explain that actually the winners of the pageants in the last period of time, they were very complex women, very outspoken, very intelligent, very ambitious. And it doesn't really matter anymore as much if you are traditionally beautiful. It matters more what you believe in and the message that you send. So I do want people to know that, and I do want to embody this and say that, us pageant girls are not just beautiful. We are actually very, very complex people.
Yeah, and here in our pageant, the Miss International Beauty Pageant, we always consider every delegate as a cultural ambassador, and it's basically every one of you is already beautiful. You are the queen of your country. You come to the Miss International Pageant in Japan, and you carry the sash, and you speak to different people, and you learn a lot of experiences, a lot of cultural experiences, and you also learn the culture of the other girls who are competing in the
Yes.
pageant system. So even though some people do not understand that, and they probably think about the superficial part of beauty pageant, they also have to consider as well the activities that you're doing, because there are so many things that you actually learn that make you a better person eventually.
Absolutely. And I think it's important to know that beauty is such a subjective thing, but I think that the character and the beauty inside is the one that shines through, no matter what you consider as facially or body beautiful. And I definitely think that people should think of that. And also, regarding my own personal experience, for me, pageants have been so amazing for my personal development. I was very shy. I am an anxious person, so for me it's very hard to speak like this in public. But through pageants, I learned to love myself, and I saw that, people saw the very good, the positive aspects of me, and I began to love myself as I am. So it really helps you more than you think to grow as a person. I believe.
Wow, it's I actually agree with that one, Ada, because so many people just do not understand how beauty pageants have actually helped the careers of some women who were into it, and it's just more. It's not just about how beautiful they are. It's really more about the character being built. The character building, the emphasis on patience and resilience, and being a strong person. No matter what the circumstances are. Like, for example, right now we see a lot of girls going to the Miss Universe beauty pageant, even though there is a pandemic, but they're there, they're chasing their dreams. And I do admire them, for doing that. Our good friend Bianca Tiersin is there.
Yes, yes. Good luck, Bianca. We want to say that we are keeping our fingers crossed for Bianca. I'm sure that she will do an amazing job. We're all watching her.
And she also came from the Miss International family, and we are always
Yes.
wishing her the best, because we are cheer all women.
Of course, of course. And here in Romania, we're actually trying to build this big Romanian pageant family. So we are together as a team, and we support one another in all the pageants that we go to. And I think that's beautiful, because we haven't had that before. So yes, I would like to thank the Romanian Info Fashion team for doing this. And I will say hi to all the girls and good luck.
Yes, it's we are always be try to be as supportive as we can. When it comes to beauty pageant, it doesn't matter which pageant you're joining, for as long as it is helping young women, to reach out for their dreams and aspirations. It's we're all for it, and we're always so supportive. By the way, Ada Maria, I saw one very interesting question here coming from Jakub. Jakub Wojcik.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you know him?
Yes, he's in my social media circle. Yes, he
Okay.
is.
Jakub has a very interesting question. He asks, is brain drain still a problem in Romania after Brexit? And how can Romania stop immigration of young, educated people? Very interesting question.
It's an amazing question, and it's one that I've been debating during my master's degree. Yes, brain drain is a big, big problem in Romania. And actually, the migration from Romania is estimated to be one of the largest in the world. And it's not caused by a war or any of that. It's actually economic because people who are educated in Romania feel like they are not being appreciated here, and they often go to work in other countries. So that's why we see Romanians everywhere around the world. And again, I think this problem starts from the educational system, because I personally felt unwelcomed by the educational system in Romania, especially during my university studies. And again, that's because of the quality of teaching, and it's because of, I guess, uninspired policies and very old policies, because a lot of the things in the educational system in Romania haven't changed since the communism. And I guess that reflects upon young people. And, you feel discouraged here, you feel unheard, you feel like you don't have a chance to strive in here. So what you have to do is basically go somewhere else where you feel welcome. And I am a victim of that, because as you see, I'm doing my master's in London. And I have to say, Brexit, I'm not sure if it's going to stop the Romanians from emigrating, because truly they have been emigrating even before we were in the European Union. And it is a big it is a big issue, and it's something that I am talking about and that I want to target through this sort of change that I want to bring into the educational system in Romania. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will take one generation to totally eliminate this problem, the brain drain problem, because even I also speak in behalf of the Filipinos out there, because I am a Filipino and I live here in Japan. It's another brain drain situation,
Yes.
really, because
Yes,
um,
absolutely.
and also I have a good friend here. Her name is Mirella. She is also Romanian, and we always talk about anything about Romania. And she's also an English teacher here in Japan, and
Oh, lovely.
yeah, she does. She's been teaching for a long time now, and she had a law degree. And I'm not sure. Well, maybe I'm wrong. She is. I think she's actually a lawyer back in Romania, and then here in Japan, she's an English teacher, because, of course, the license is different in Romania and the license is being acknowledged here in Japan. So
Yes.
sometimes, it's just like that. We have to look for greener pasture, and better opportunities somewhere else. But it doesn't necessarily mean that our respective country is hopeless, right? We always.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And that's what I always say, because I actually never wanted to leave Romania. I was sort of forced to, because I did want a quality degree. But I do plan on staying here, and I do plan on bringing change. And I've met so many young people who feel the same way about me. And I do feel, and I do believe that my generation is going to bring massive change in Romania, because we do want this, and we do want to change the way that politics and policies done, because we need it and our children will need it, and it's the future of Romania at stake, actually.
Yeah, that is actually very true. And I really wanted to discuss more about this with you, because it seems like we're getting more intense, and I really love the topic, because this is also one thing that I'm so passionate about. But just one fun fact here that I would like to show to the people is that Ada Maria here has been singing since she was 3, and she can play the piano. So to end our interview, or MI live today, I hope you don't mind, but I want you to just at least give us a sample of a song that you can actually share to us. Maybe it's a Romanian song or whatever, you know.
Sure. I kept singing this song. It's called A Million Dreams. I think you know it is from The Greatest Showman, and I absolutely love it. Yes. And it goes a bit like, 'cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I dream of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
You should perform that in one of our talent shows at Miss International Beauty Pageant.
I can't wait for that.
You have to prepare, okay? I can't wait as well because we will be welcoming your wonderful voice in the Miss International Beauty Pageant. Maybe in one of the activities we're gonna have, because we usually reserve certain activities wherein the talents of the delegates are being showcased to the audience and to our guests as well.
That's
Beautiful.
wonderful. Yeah, thank you.
But to wrap this up, please, guys, don't forget to follow our Miss International 2021 Ada Maria Ileana on her Instagram account or your Facebook account, and also please do subscribe to our Instagram account, our Facebook account, and our YouTube channel, because we are now increasing. We have already reached more than 12,300 subscribers. I'm so happy about that. And we're in our 23rd episode. Thank you so much, Miss International Romania 2021, Ada
Thank you very
Maria.
much, Stephen.
Thank you so
And
much. Thank you so much to Info Fashion Romania, to Camelia and Marius. Thank you so much. Goodbye, guys.
goodbye. Have a wonderful day.